everyone. This is Valentine Gardens again. My name is Lisa Valentine. We want to just do a short tutorial just to clear up some questions people might have about amaryllis bulbs. We've got some gorgeous amaryllis bulbs and paperwhite narcissus. These are both fantastic plants to have for the winter months. They bring lots and lots of color and flowers and fragrance to your home in the middle of winter. The main thing to know is that paperwhite narcissus, this is a tropical bulb. It's related to daffodils, but it's not a hardy bulb here in central New York. So this is going to be kind of a one and done, but you're going to love it when you do it. So this is something a lot of our regular customers really love. And what they'll do is buy several and plant them in successive plantings, so they'll get flowers coming every so often throughout the winter months. This is an amaryllis bulb. You can see it's a gigantic bulb, and when it comes to amaryllis, size matters. The bigger the bulb, the more flowers you'll get. This one's kind of neat because it's already has a beautiful flower spike. It's a beautiful pink variety called apple blossom, which is a super common, long, been around for a long time variety. However, it has a gorgeous flower spike already started. Oftentimes with these giant bulbs, we will see 3 to 4 flower stalks for the season. So they're a really good performer. This one also has some leaves already started. Oftentimes it'll flower and then set leaves. This one's doing everything all at once, which is kind of fun. On top of that, it has the beginnings of a bulblet. Sometimes you don't see these at all for a year or so. So it's already kind of reproducing itself, and these bulblets will grow and become another whole bulb down the road. So just to give you some tips on how to plant these, I've picked this 6-inch terracotta pot. In this pot, I can fit pretty much all of these paperwhite bulbs. I'm going to do those in there and this in here. So I like to put them in soil. I just think it anchors them really well. At some point you may have to stake them. They can get pretty tall. But the other thing you can do is once they start to flower is you can actually cut the flowers and put them in a vase of water, and sometimes they actually last longer that way. So here's my pot with my soil. You'll notice I've got it pretty much almost to the top. That's how you want to handle this. And then basically you just nestle these in bulb to bulb. You don't have to space them out. In fact, I'm not going to put all 5 in here because I've got a little extra room, which is nice too. And then I'm going to just add a little bit of soil around them. You don't need much. Pack it down. Now, if you didn't want this to grow right away, you could leave it dry and store it in a cool place, definitely not freezing, just cool. And that would slow them down a little bit. If you want to get them growing right away, water thoroughly, keep them in a warm, sunny spot, and you'll notice, look, they're already sprouting, so this won't take long. What will happen is they'll start to throw some roots down. Sometimes the roots will actually push the bulb out of the soil. Just go back and push them back down in. It's not that hard. Real simple. The other thing I like to do is top them off with a little bit of sheet moss. See how pretty green this is? I'll wet it down first generally because it's easier to work with when it's moist. And we will just create kind of a mulch layer, if you will. Dresses this up really pretty, especially if you're going to give this as a gift. They make a really nice gift that you've created yourself, and so that would basically be the finished product. Give that a drink of water and it will start to grow. I love the matching saucer as well. I think gives it a really nice finishing touch. If you want to add some holiday flair, you can add some evergreen boughs to these. You can put a pretty bow. Even pine cones look really cute with this. So there's a bunch of different ways you can dress this up for the holidays, and then when it's all said and done, just one holiday and start over. With the amaryllis bulb is kind of the same thing, only in a larger format. So again, we're going to fill this pot almost to the top. Now, amaryllis bulbs, these are actually something you can keep year after year. So when the flowers are done, as I said, this one has some leaves started. It'll become a foliage plant. A foliage plant. It'll just have leaves, big strappy leaves. And what you want to do is keep them like a house plant until spring when it's warm enough. You can put them outside for the summer, and you want to feed them heavily through the summer. That's what sets the flower buds for next year or the following season. So plenty of sunlight, lots of fertilizer. At the end of summer, you're going to let this go dormant, actually allow the leaves to die back, set it aside for a little while. Mine are in the basement right now, waiting for me to decide when to water them. Then they'll start up again. So it's kind of a cycle, but still a fun plant to have. As I said, this is going to shoot up a lot of flowers. So my soil level, pretty high. Can sort of dig a little divot. You're basically just going to sort of screw this down in, and that's it. There's no simpler planting than these two kinds of tropical bulbs. And again, I like to put moss. You can do the same thing, dressing them up for the holidays, put a pretty bow on it, even some twinkle lights, whatever you feel like you want to do for the holidays. I would water this as soon as you get it planted. It will again push down a bunch of roots, but it doesn't normally push out of the pot like the paperwhite bulbs will do. Couldn't be any simpler. Thanks again for joining us, and I hope that you'll try these bulbs real soon and have a beautiful winter with some beautiful color. Thank you.